Hello, I am Izzy Noodles and I am playing TRLE Redemption. This one is a little more complicated than other TRLEs to open up and play, but I think you should get the gist of it. It's not too tricky to figure out. So as you open up the game, it will give you the choice of training or normal mode, which is just an easy or normal difficulty. I've chosen to go with normal this time, and this will not be no meds, as there are moments I am forced to have my health topped up. So new entry in the diary, it says straight away. So we can't open the inventory with any writing like that on the screen, so you'll have to wait for that to go. So let's take a look at the diary, and actually this is the only item we have on us right now. Present day. I had nevertheless read my father's diary, who warned me not to open this tomb under any circumstances. But I did it. About 5,000 years ago, the Carrier of Light sealed there one of the most powerful demons of Hell, Astaroth. Then he assigned to Raziel the Nephilim the task of protector of the shrine and destroyer of all those who would dare to approach it. The Nephilim received accordingly a sword forged by the hands of the greatest of the devils. This sword with malefic powers was also the only one able to send back Astaroth to his 1,000-year-old prison. I have defeated Raziel and released Astaroth, who hurried to rally to his cause all his disciples. So the demons were raised from hell and took up the world of human beings, scattering terror and chaos all over the earth. Nowadays, Astaroth has returned to Raziel's fortress, where he reigns as absolute master. I have to find him and send him back to hell. The sword of Raziel is undoubtedly my only hope of redemption. Our only hope. Okay, so also you may have noticed as I entered into the fortress that Lara's health flashed up for a brief moment, but the bar was not actually full. So we do not start out with full health. More on that in just a brief moment. I'm just coming down this way because this is the only way we can go straight away in this entrance area. So there is this green shard right here. Let's pick this up. So you're actually forced to pick this up to trigger the next event. So new entry in the diary, and that column is now safe to stand on. We have stopped the spikes. Vitality crystals. Each crystal fragment is made up of a few energy. I have to find 4 of them to form a vitality crystal. A complete crystal will offer me more health against demons I'll encounter. There are 12 fragments to be discovered in the whole fortress. So I did just pick up a fragment of crystal, so if you find 4, your health will increase. I do end up calling them shards, but you know what I mean. Okay, and now we're gonna climb up to the top of the column. Okay, this jump's not particularly tricky, but it's easy to mess it up. And this item is not really important, but you are forced to pick this up as well just to trigger the next event. Okay, we now have access to that lever. So a page added to the Codex Demonicus. Wait for the writing to go and we can take a look. I, Raziel the Nephilim, guardian of the balance between hell and the world above, invite you to get acquainted with the demons Astaroth invoked himself. There are 7 of them, all different and very powerful. Whoever finds this codex should study it well. I gathered various bits of information that should help you learn more about each of them. Try to find all the pages of this codex I scattered to the 4 corners of my fortress, as well as all the skull bashes, and you'll be granted a revelation on the great master of us. Carrying with you a number of skull bashes will bring you more power in battle. Besides, you may find helpful the strange series of letters and numbers. So unfortunately, I don't actually understand the letters and numbers, but if anyone does and might be able to shed a bit of light in the description, I'm certainly curious enough to know what they might mean. But the skull bashes it mentions there are actually secrets. So we will get additional goodies once we find 5 skull bashes. and then 10, and then all 13 will get some extra items once we find them. Okay, and now we're gonna go and pull that lever. So anyone here who is a Darksiders fan might notice that this looks very much like the first boss dungeon of the first game. So this is absolutely based on that area and has some elements thrown in, which is pretty cool. Okay, and we can head straight to that newly opened door that is right around this corner. So before I head up there, so just to my left is the doorway, we have these receptacles, I guess you would call them. So one has an item in it and one does not. So we're actually looking for another sword item. It comes in 2 pieces. We'll need to find the blade and then the hilt, the handle. So that's what we're working on right now, and then we can head through that way. So this is the area we've just opened. And as we approach, we can see a pedestal on fire. There's clearly something important right there. Oh look, it's our pistols. So we will need to get rid of the flames to grab the pistols. I forgot to mention, yeah, we don't have those yet. So very sneakily, we're gonna have to just drop down here. There is a ledge we can grab. So just let go and grab this. So not easy to know that this is down here. Okay, so just climb up. We're going to climb up to some monkey bars, and it's not often you'll have a monkey bar to, well, ladder to monkey bar conversion. So action, walk, and up will let us grab this. So there are some new moves as well. So just let go and grab, and then push this button. So the fire is out. We will also get a new diary entry. I'll not look at that because that just tells us about the new moves. If you are a Tomb Raider fan, you know, mostly TRLEs, you'll know some of the new moves that are incorporated. There is one, I'll have to show that in a minute because I forgot to show that. There's also 2 ways to get down here. I probably should have saved my game in case this doesn't work. Okay, sometimes Lara doesn't like to grab, but you can actually grab this wall and let go and grab. You see, she does that. So okay, so it is lucky I saved my game when I did. So yeah, she doesn't like certain areas. So yeah, you'll have to not have Lara's footing to be able to get into this gap. So yeah, she dies there a lot, and when I forgot to save my game initially, I kind of realized, oof. So it's a good job I did in the end. So there we go, just vault up to this level above. Now let me just quick show you this new move. So you can hold the walk and the dash at the same time, the sprint. And she does this quite intriguing turn on the spot. But anyway, now we can grab the pistols. So that has spawned a couple of enemies. One often gets stuck behind here, which is very helpful for me. And you also may notice we have limited ammo. So the bottom right, that shows my pistol ammo. Also, you noticed we have a couple of new chests here now. So just like in Darksiders, any ammo will come from the chests as well as health. So you see the green crystal there on that chest, that is health, and this orange crystal is ammo. So the pistol ammo is always in these red boxes. So this chest, the health chest, just like in Darksiders, gives you health immediately. If you do not want any health, leave the chest, because you can't just pick up med packs and carry them with you like usual. So it gives you health straight away. I am actually forced to open this chest to trigger the next event. So this is one reason this is nomads. This is not nomads. So we got a new diary entry. And you saw the skull in the corner. This is a rare chest actually. So there we go. I just wanted to wait for that door up there to open. So that only opens once you open this chest. And this seems to be the only chest that does give you a med pack, this vitality soul. But this is the only occasion. So now let's check our new diary entry. Soul of Vitality. These souls seem to be locked in green chests. I must free them to recover some energy and refresh my health up to what a vitality crystal gives. So now we can make our way up to that newly opened doorway. We're just going to head over this way. And this is another spot where Lara doesn't like to grab the edges. You have to kind of come over here and then shimmy all the way around. Okay, and on the screen it will show you how to vault backwards. Although it only does it once you land. So anyway, I'm turning a lot. I don't need to do that. Across the way is our first secret. That is a skull basher. So I'm going to just make my way around and pick that up. A lot of the time you will see a lip like this that you can shimmy across, so look out for those. And then just jump to here with a grab and shimmy until you've got the space to stand up. There we go. So you can hop back the way you came, or you can just let go and take a tiny bit of damage. Yeah, I thought the writing would come on screen, but maybe that's when I hop into this doorway. Yeah, so a little too late to show me, but we've done it anyway. And right here is the hilt, but we cannot grab this quite yet, so it's all fenced off. What we do need to do is pick up this. We're forced to pick this up, and then the door will open. So new entry in the diary.
No.
Soul of Visibility. With these orange souls, I'll be able to see clearly in dark places. I should press on flare to call a Soul of Visibility. These souls quickly run out and disappear. I thus have to save them as much as I can and use them advisedly. So yeah, in a nutshell, they don't last very long, these flares, and you don't really get particularly many. But you don't really need them, so it's not such a problem. This is a bright enough level. And I'm just coming all the way over to here to grab another page of the Codex Demonicus. So I will open the Codex so you can read the page, but you will have to pause the video because I won't read the pages out loud. So you'll have to pause if you want to read them. Okay, careful here, we're gonna hop the gap. And careful again, just here, we need to hop this gap as well, but if I look down, we're actually in the entryway. That's the entryway where we began the level, and there's the sword blade. So I will not grab that just yet, because if I do, we'll be on the ground floor. So we don't need to be on the ground floor just yet. We're first going to grab the sword hilt. And this weird looking flooring here, it looks like it's electrified, but it's not, so don't worry about that. What we actually want to do with that is push this block, so that flooring is actually like a conveyor belt, which is very handy. It saves us pushing this block all the way to where it needs to be. So you've just heard a gate open. There is actually one right opposite the gate you see right there, so we've opened access to a button, but before we push the button, we can grab a secret using that block. So once we move the block, it's not exactly a case of once you do that, the secret is out of reach to us. This is one of the only level editors that I've known that allows you to come back and look for the secrets once you completed the game. So that's pretty cool. So we still have the chance to come back and grab this, even if we move the block. Like all of the, like a lot of doors will open once we finish. And Lara can, like, hop out of gaps, but not until it tells you you're allowed to. So here we go. Go ahead and push this button that we now have access to. That's opened this next gate, fence, whatever you want to call that. We can push this next button. And then we're going to use this block to climb up into this high crawl space. Here we go, we're allowed to do this now. Okay, so again, careful of any gaps. So hop the gap. And now we have the hilt. Awesome stuff. Now we have that, we can go back and grab the blade. So just a fun fact, this was actually the first TRLE that I came upon when I discovered that TRLEs are actually a thing. And I'm only just making a walkthrough for it now. Shame on me. Okay, here we go. Being careful with your jump because these are active spike traps. Just jump on top of the blade. Nice. Here we go. Combine it together and then use it on this spot.
No.
So enter through this new area, we'll have a couple of enemies. And careful with your jumps, I got a bit close to the lava than I wanted to just there. But once they are down, you can hop across these stepping stones to the other side. And we're in kind of a really cool cathedral-like section in this room. But we have this next page of the Codex Demonicus. We have a health chest if you want it. I will leave it be. And over here we have the binoculars. You don't really need them, but it's nice to have everything. And lastly, we have an ammo chest. So again, this will be more pistol ammo. We do get the shotgun later on, which will be a green box. So let me show you the Codex page. Okay, so yep, that's everything to collect in this area, and well, it's a little confusing what we're doing next. If we have a look over here, we can see we're going to need to find another sword in order to get through this doorway. And across the opposite side, there's these closed off doorways, but there is a sword already on this side. All you have to do is approach the doors and open sesame. I've been stuck here quite a while in the past, trying to open the doors before approaching them. In this area, we have a statue puzzle. We need to spin the statue to face the opposite door ahead of me to open up the door. And this doorway here, we need a key for that lock. So this is a feature from Darksiders, so a lot of things incorporated from that. I find this game really cool, especially after eventually playing Darksiders for myself. Fun game. So this puzzle is really easy. All you gotta do is press this button once, and then press this opposite button once. And there we go. So unfortunately the door has closed behind you. You are forced to continue on the way you came, or not the way you came, the way you need to go. Another ammo chest just here. We actually do spawn an enemy upon opening this chest. And you can move around. He seems to have lost me. I'm over here. Oof. Okay. So that's it in terms of items. Next, we'll need to start climbing upwards. So of course, being careful of the lava. So just jump up and grab this. I will firstly just, whoops, just hop across the way. So careful where Lara's head is if you're too close to her left, so looking at her too close to the right hand side, there's a low ceiling there. But anyway, just hop across and we can grab another shard piece that's actually quite sneakily hidden in this gap. Took me ages to realize this was here. And then once you have that, you can hop back again. Just watch Lara's feet on these two high columns though that I'm hopping back and forth between, because sometimes she doesn't like to walk to the edge. You have to hop back, but at the same time, you see how Lara's feet are not actually all the way forward? I don't know why she does that, but if you jump backwards, she'll stumble on this slope behind as well, so just walk back and then you can easily do a running jump. This is another spot where Lara sometimes doesn't like to grab this ledge. So it's like there are specific ledges that she doesn't like. But from here, just vault up to here and then just shimmy all the way around to the left. And just turn around before we go anywhere else, because there's a secret over there. The sneakiest secrets are always hidden in plain sight. It's these ones that you have to just turn around. And there it is. I miss those all the time. Okay, here we have an easy jump. Just aim for the left-hand slope. There we go, and just shimmy until you can climb up. The flyby pointed out a couple of important things, so it drew attention to this statue column. We actually, if I look down, we're above the area with the statue puzzle, with the buttons. So what we need to do here is actually just push this down to the ground below. Whoopsie daisy, we seem to have broken the floor. So that is fine, we will be heading down there in just a moment, but firstly there's a couple of things in this area. You might be able to spot one from here already, just on the left hand side. Before grabbing that though, I'm gonna just come through to here. So we're entering back into a familiar place. So here we're actually high above the cathedral section. So I love this room, it's pretty cool. And just here we have a chest with some ammo. That's all there is, so just head back out again. And now I'm making my way around to the Vitality Shard. Ahead of me you can see this door as well, but we can't enter here just yet. So just grab the edge here and we can shimmy over to the Fragment. Awesome stuff, so that's all the items, and now we're gonna safely drop down to the ground. The flyby did show us the ladder we can use, so that is right where I hopped the gap. Right over here, and just grab the ladder. Okay, and now we're gonna drop down into this new area that we have just destroyed. I mean, opened up. So here we have a ladder. You can either grab the ladder or drop straight down onto the block. And I will just move the block one space so that I can use it to climb up into there. Okay, we have entered a new level, so it's not a level by level kind of game. We are going to be back and forth between these two levels, but this is where I will end the video for today. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Take it easy.